the stock markets did fall the last couple of weeks, man. You got just a shift going on. You know, it keeps playing in that range like I've been talking about. You know, we're at 686 today for the SPY. Really, right now, assets are at opportunity range, right? You know, you got the stocks looking at opportunity. You know, a good one that I want to put up in the Discord that I'm just gonna throw out now that I was gonna put up in there later event. Amazon is a good one, man. Amazon's at a low, right? And we just kind of touched on that. Now we touched on that in what we just recorded, but y'all gonna have to. That's something special.
Come on.
So we can't touch on that. But look. Let me touch on this real quick. I always tell you guys, man, I'm just trying to have you guys look at this in a way so you can understand. Amazon is a quality company, right? That's one. We know about Amazon. When's the last time you ordered something from Amazon, my boy?
Yesterday.
Boom. Amazon ordered from yesterday. I'm probably going to order something later today from Amazon.
Yeah.
Amazon employs all these people. We live in Seattle. Amazon's headquarters is right here. So if Amazon had a dip from that high, right, from the 250, 260 range, and they dropped 20%, right, and they missed their earnings, right, and they're still a company that's investing in the AI. This is why we say buy at the lows and buy the dip, right? You can see at this level as well, this is what we call the support level, a demand area, right? Because in this area, it was bought up last time. So when it gets back to that type of area, it's more than likely to be bought up again. That's just my quick stock example for you guys while we're here in front of your guys' faces. Flash, what you got for us, man? What you got?
Let's break it down, man. Let's see that crypto space real quick. Bitcoin, 66K, man. I don't know how we looking, man. We got a lot of stuff coming out, man. We got the Epstein files. We got a whole lot of stuff coming out that's clouding the judgment of these hardcore assets, man. Bitcoin at 66K. We below that level. Remember when I was telling you that when we get below this white line here, this 74,000, that we may not be in that bull market anymore. We might be in that bearish market, you know. And we've had we're on the daily time frame. We've had some consolidation around this point here in the last couple of days, staying in the same range. Let me mark these out about right here, just the top of that small range. Let me put that orange.
You got a lot of lines going on over here.
You right. These are the higher levels. I'm gonna leave that one there. I'm gonna take this one out. This is that 7. This is that 84. This is where we work about two and a half weeks ago. Yeah, man, we're stuck here.
Levels though, you know what I'm saying? From 84 to 66, that's a 20,000 drop. You know, I just seen Michael Saylor, owner of, so he's owner of what's that, MicroStrategy.
Yeah.
And he had anyways, owner of MicroStrategy. This company buys a whole bunch of Bitcoin and they're on the stock market, right? Bitcoin treasury company. And he just picked up at the 67,000 a whole good plethora of Bitcoin. I forgot how much it was exactly, but he picked up a lot of Bitcoin. That leads into some questions that I got for you after I did some research about this Bitcoin. So look, we always talk about buy the dip. We always talk about the cycles. A lot of people may be not understanding what's going on, but this is not a coincidence, correct?
Right.
Bitcoin going through what it's going through. So explain the different cycles and the halving cycle. The halving cycle. Just explain the cycles of Bitcoin right now.
Yeah. So
why this dip is nothing to be afraid of, and why it's going along with what it's supposed to do.
According to history, Bitcoin has a 4-year cycle where every 4 years we come out of a bearish market into a bullish market. And so for that 5th year, it should be bullish. We are currently in that bullish time frame of when we could have a bullish market. That 4 years that we had were like accumulating phases, I guess. And so last year, you seen that Bitcoin hit 126. There was speculation that due to history that there should be a higher price of Bitcoin, higher than 126. But as we know, you know, not everything is peaches and cream. With that being said, we're kind of going into a bearish market. We're kind of like we lost what would that be, 50% of a stock, because it was at 126. Now we're at 66.
I don't know percentages off the bat, I'm not gonna lie.
That would be
I do not know. I'm not, because it's different. I'm just not. I'll take the tool for you.
Yeah. That works.
You know, I just not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? See, look at you.
Down 65%.
You're the one with the glasses, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know what you're talking about.
wait. Let me
asking
see
me
that.
and she's putting me on the spot like I'm supposed to know.
Look, we right at 51%. Bitcoin was at 126 around this area, and we thought, or the world speculated that it could go higher because we had entered that bullish market, that season of bullish market.
Yeah.
We've kind of been on a decline since then, and ultimately, it's kind of like the Bitcoin, or kind of like the crypto market, but Bitcoin is in a frenzy because this is that bullish time. But as you can see, this chart is extremely bearish. We got a lot of news coming out. We got a lot of things that are coming in the way of Bitcoin hitting that higher priced, hitting that higher value ultimately.
Back to what I was talking about, we got MSTR. So that was the company I was just talking about. They bought 2,486 Bitcoin for about 168.4 million, raising its total to 717,000 that they have in total. The firm plans to buy Bitcoin quarterly, backed by 2.25 billion in cash. So my question for you, Mr. Crypto Guy, do you think crypto is going back up from where it's at now? Yes,
100%, man. We have Trump just had a bill in front of him that would pass the Clarity Act, right? If you don't know, it's in the Discord. I'm not breaking it down. The Genius Act as well has already been passed. That was last year. The Clarity Act just sat in front of Trump. With the Clarity Act, I guess I got to break down a little bit. The Clarity Act will help crypto because it's on the side of the banks, right? And when the banks get involved is when we will see crypto prices that we will never see again, right? So with 2026, I'm gonna reframe. I'm gonna bring it back. 2026 is an accumulation year. We got a lot of stuff going on, man. And so honestly, in the next couple months, I see Bitcoin going even lower.
Hey, you guys heard it here first.
Yes, I see Bitcoin hitting those 30,000s and then 40,000s low prices because we have.
He talking crazy.
We have these untapped levels right here. Yeah,
we do.
Get them in there.
And let's just to put it in reference, right? It already dropped from January 20th from that 93K to where we are now to 66K.
Today's the 18th.
Yes.
That's just under 30 days.
That's just under 30 days. So you take just another, let's say it's not 50%, let's just say it's another 10 from where we are now. Look at that. That's let's just say right here, back to those levels. That's 13% to get to the lows of 50,000, right? And that's already absurd. And then you're saying that we could potentially feel all this, possibly get to that 30, 40 range, and that's possible. Looking at the chart, I see what you're saying. Because
as well as those untapped levels down here, the bigger players of this world, they want price to be this low.
Yeah.
They want price to be even lower so they get a chance to get into it because there's a lot of speculation behind Bitcoin being held in reserves in certain states. Arizona just passed this thing right here